Congratulations, Black Dollar, on your 5th anniversary. Thank you so much for sharing your platform, helping businesses and the community. Congratulations again from the Painted Post. Make sure to protect your surface. Here's a little bit of a paper towel, and I'm going to open up the kit here. Black paint, clear glitter paint, and the dollar sign, and you've got 2 brushes. All right. Here's a 4x6 index card. This will also help protect your surface. The little wooden cute dollar sign, you could paint both sides. And I'm just going to use the index card along with my paper towels to protect. And I'll pull my brushes out. And I'm really only going to use this one for this particular design. I can put this one back and get out the acrylic paint. And we'll get started. I also have a bowl of water to wet my brush. Okay, so I wet my brush, and I don't want a bunch of water in there. It's full of water right now, so I'm going to get that out of there. So my brush is damp, kind of like my paper towel is now. My brush is damp, but not dripping, okay? So now I'm gonna open up my paint. Let me move this up just a little bit here. Make sure I have that here. I'm gonna leave my clear glitter one closed for right now, and I'm just gonna open up the black. And a little bit of paint goes a long way, all right? So I'm gonna put this right here. All right, and I just have a little bit of paint, probably on the bottom quarter of the brush. You don't want a lot. You get a little bit, and then you paint that off, and then you dip a little bit and get a little bit more, okay? So I've got a lot of paint on there, so I'm just kind of spreading that out. The wood is going to soak it up. And this part doesn't take very long. If you want 2 coats, you can do that. Or if you want to paint the front and the back, you can do that as well. But as you see, this is a cute little fast design. And you don't want the paint too thick. So I have it on there, and I'm just spreading it out till I don't have any more to spread. Then I'll go back, get like another little corner, and I'm just gonna make sure any wooden areas that I didn't cover, I am covering those now. And black is very strong, so you may not need a second coat. But you want this to dry first, and then check it out and see if there's any areas that you missed, and you just might have to touch up a small area. Now, I would let this dry, but I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly get this. So within about a minute or 2, you can paint your black dollar, and then you can set that aside to dry, okay? All right, so that part is done. I'll put my brush right here, and I'm just going to get a hair dryer and dry that. Okay, it's dry, and I see there's just a little teeny tiny area in here that might need a little bit of a touch up, and I'm going to touch that up, and then I'm going to come right back. All right, so I have touched up that little area in there, and now I am ready to clean out my brush and apply the glitter paint. Now you could paint the back. Even though the paint is not all the way filled, black is very strong. I can give a second coat. I don't think it needs a second coat, but you can do that. And just don't paint thick. You want to let the paint soak in. And you can paint the black if you want. Or you can maybe add a little bit of glue and glue this on to maybe another little wooden surface or something. But now we're getting ready for the clear glitter. So let me clean out my brush. I'm going to close out my black. Okay, and like I said, there's plenty of black in there. All right. I like to dip my brush in the water and use another paper towel to get out most of the paint. And then once most of the paint is out, then I will clean it out in the bowl. Okay, that keeps my water nice and clean. All right, so now, once again, I just like to double check because black is very, very strong and you don't want any paint to be mixed up in the final coat of this clear glitter. All right, so now I'm gonna open up this one, and you may find that you need 2 coats of this, and that's perfectly fine. So let's see what 1 coat looks like. Okay, you see the little glitter flecks in there, and once again, you don't want to load your brush up too full. It's better to have a little less, and I'm just going to dot that around. I think you can see a little bit of that in there. All right, so let's get this clear glitter on here. And like I said, you may want more than 1 coat. That'll give you a little bit more glitter up in there. Okay. Sometimes it gets caught on the side. You want to get that out of there. And then, like before, I'm going to go and dry this. All right. I'm going to go dry this. And this is not a clear shiny coat. It's gonna be kind of a satin or matte. All right, so I've got some glitter flecks in there. I would like a little bit more. And as you see, you can do 2 coats. So this is a small little wooden cube. And yeah, let me close this up. Well, no, I'll be right back. So let me go dry this and then I'll put a 2nd coat. All right, there's still a little dampness right there. I would recommend that you let it dry completely, and so that glitter paint is right here. All right, now you can put a shiny clear coat on here, or spray clear coat. So this is 1 coat of the clear glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and do a 2nd coat. And like I said, it doesn't take long and you can move pretty quickly. All right. And if you'd like, you can also do a 3rd coat. And this is just that one side. All right. So I really don't want this to be too thick. Okay. And I'm just holding. All right. The number with my fingernail. Okay. So I think this is going to be good. I'm going to dry this and then we'll see. Because like I said, the final coat doesn't dry shiny. It's a matte acrylic. But if you want it a little more sheen, if you have some clear coat acrylic or a little shiny clear spray paint, you can do that. But I don't think you need to. All right. It's almost totally dry, and so that's the 2nd coat. So I'd love to know what you think. Please reach out at thepaintedpose.com. Hope you enjoyed this cute little wooden cute little mini kit.